You're weak, son of hell. But evolution always wins.
Melanin pigment, right?
Right.
Is so unbelievable, George. They're using it in computer chips now because it has an ability to transduce electrical energy. Can you imagine this? It has this incredible ability to hold on to and transduce and manipulate electrons, electronic energy, and photons, photonic energy. It's fascinating.
Man, King 2, man. You have a cosmic history, man. Listen, man, this is Cosmic Crisis, man. Part 3, man. DC, man. Listen, man, we're gonna do something different here. Something real different, man. But listen, man, we're gonna run this down. I'm saying we doing Man of Steel. I'm saying we doing Superman. I'm saying we talking about Superman right now. I'm saying we're gonna talk about Krypton. That's what we talking about. We're gonna talk about the kryptonians. That's what it is. I'm saying, and Zack Snyder and this whole situation. I'm saying we going all the way with this. I'm saying all the way. I'm saying this is serious situation. I'm saying we're gonna run it down, man. We're gonna run this all the way down. I'm saying that's a fact. So listen, first of all, you look at the movie, you look at Superman, period, and you see that they just literally like Superman just white. I mean, they're like that's it. I mean, you don't really see people that's my complexion when you come to Krypton or Kryptonians. You know, nothing. You don't hear none of that. It's just like, no, they're Caucasian, and that's it. We just accept it. Like, oh yeah, Superman Caucasian. That's that. But if you look at it, wait a minute, it can't be Caucasian. I mean, Krypton is a sun planet. They're powered by the sun. I mean, so you know, if you look at it, wait a minute, they can't be white. It can't be Caucasian. So obviously, Superman started in like 1939, something like that, and obviously we know what type of time it was back then. You know what I'm saying? That type of time where, you know, anything that's good with our complexion ain't gonna be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? And now you see Superman, where, you know, there's no way a race of Caucasians that's powered by the sun. I mean, they don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, so you know something's up with that. So now this movie, this is video is about. I'm gonna tell you, it is something up with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So I mean, we got different Supermans. We got Supermans from different universes, from different Earths. It's different in DC. They call it different Earths. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got Calvin Ellis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got Valzad. These are black Supermans. And they are from Valo. You know what I'm saying? Valo Allen. In Krypton. And Valo Allen is a place where people are our complexion. You know what I'm saying? Darker complexion. Africans. You know what I'm saying? And this is a place where it's an advanced technical society. So this is advanced technical society, and they are not a part of the Federation, the Kryptonians. You know what I'm saying? They're not a part of them. They ain't been conquered as at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So what is going on here? You got a whole race of people that don't even be talked about at all. At all. Never mentioned. You just see them in passing. Oh, Valo Allen. What's this? You know what I'm saying? What is this? And then you look at Man of Steel now, and you look at what's going on. Everybody wearing black. Like, for instance, the god of Krypton is a being called Rausch. Obviously, in Egypt, Ra. And Krypton, Rausch. R-A-O. That's it. Egypt, R-A. That's it. You see the similarities. And so now you're telling me that obviously the Federation don't acknowledge Rausch. Because the Federation is they're not Kryptonians. They're not. So, and I'm gonna prove this by it's another, in the comic, it's a little passage where it says basically they're having trouble with the immigrants from Vato Island. You understand? And so that tells you right then and there everything you know. When somebody's calling somebody an immigrant, that means that they took their land. You understand? That's a fact. So now we got two things. They're not even Kryptonians. They're a conquering race. They're a race of conquerors that travel the cosmos and conquer people. That's it. And they settled on Krypton. That's it. And so now, when you watch Man of Steel, you see everything. You see the technology. Everything's black. You see it's melanin. You can see that the technology is melanin, skin. You can see it, everything. You even see that the computers, those computers that was speaking to Jarrell and his wife, they sentient. Those are life forms. Like you can see they're black. The same thing, the same situation. The melanin. You can see one of them is a female and one of them is a male. You can they're a couple. I'm saying it's unbelievable. All of it. I'm saying I even go farther. I'm saying you look at it's a TV show called Krypton. I'm saying they all black. I'm saying Zod is black. They all black. And even they even threw a little Easter egg in it. In Man of Steel. The tall, like 7-foot dude that was fighting Superman in Kansas, where they went with the girl and they both jumped Superman in Kansas. The big one, he's black. He's from Vato Island. Obviously, they put a helmet on him and they ain't sure nothing else from him. But he is literally from Vato Island. They don't want to tell you none of this stuff though. They don't want to tell you that the name of their crew is not the Black Zero Army. That's not the name of their crew. The name of their crew is the Sword of Roush. That's the name of their crew from Man of Steel. I'm saying, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of lies, a lot of distortions, a lot of hidden stuff. Krypton. The Kryptonians were black, not white. The Federation, that's what they are. They're not Kryptonian. You know what I'm saying? Superman is not Kryptonian. You know what I'm saying? They hijacked the Kryptonians. That's why when you see in Man of Steel, when the way they reproduce, they're reproducing about, oh, he's gonna be the next trucker, be the next this, that, all that type of stuff. And their whole generation, their whole line, their whole existence is from another skeleton. They're taking energy from the skeleton. And you ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to know what race that skeleton came from. It's somebody from the island, from that planet, because there is no way they can survive on that planet without getting some type of energy from the people on that planet. So they can survive the sun. This is what it is. So I mean, this like I said, I got straight to this. The Kryptonians are black. That's the Federation that you see. All this. Superman 33 years ago, all references to Jesus and all that type of stuff. Yes, the Federation. Yes, they became Kryptonians after they conquered Krypton. That's why they destroyed it, because they didn't know anything about Krypton. They didn't know nothing about the planet. They destroyed it. They were just plundering planets. That's why they did it. They plundered Krypton the same way they plundered all the planets. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It is what it is. This is facts too. You know, this is pure facts. You know what I'm saying? All of this. Like I said, I got something else for Superman. This is, and just for following Superman, I ended up finding out who was the supreme god of the whole DCEU and the whole DC Comics. Like I found out all this just following Superman. Like I said, you have a version of Superman called the Stranger, okay? The Visitor, the Strange Visitor Superman. So now you look at this, you go, wait a minute, this is like some Elsewhere comic, 2014, right? But oh, whatever. But you read it, right? This is truth here. This is why they do Elsewhere, and Elseworld, and all this type of stuff, because they get to really give you truth. I'm saying, and you would never even think about it. I'm saying, but if you look at this comic, it's about Superman. Now, basically, it goes on to his regular origin story. I mean, obviously, he came from Krypton, went to Kansas, grew up, such and such. Everything you can think of. I'm saying, met Lois Lane, Kara, his cousin, everything. I'm saying, joined the Justice League, everything. This whole story. I'm saying, but then it stops here. Then it adds a story where it's showing you that it's giving you this whole timeline. It tells you that Superman is immortal, that he got to a certain state in his life where he did not age no more. And he outlived the whole planet. But before that, they ended up making a remaking of the Phantom, the ship that he came to Earth with. And they tried to launch it with his peoples on it. And they end up getting destroyed. The ship ended up getting destroyed, and Superman tried to save them, but he got knocked out the way. And so the ship just vanished. So Superman always thought that the ship never got destroyed. And so years later, this fifth dimensional imp, Mr. I forgot his name, but you know, Mr. M, hollered at him and said, "Listen, Superman, they still alive. They in some type of dimension that I can't even get to." And so from there, Superman, he said that Superman was not powerful enough at this point in time. He would have to get powerful enough to live long enough to get powerful enough so he can get to that dimension to free his friends. And so Superman actually lived that long. He's literally lived, the whole Earth got destroyed, the whole universe got destroyed, to the point where billions of years passed. And Superman's power started evolving. He started getting to the part where he could make abstracts of himself. He could do all types of stuff. And so the universe is going to end. And Superman broke himself down into different versions. He had one version of himself as Superman Neo. And that version of himself was holding back the whole, end of the universe. And then he used the rest of himself, and he held back the heat death of the universe. And so he held this in place. Now keep in mind, he held this in place for billions of years. Billions. He held the universe he basically stopped the universe from destroying itself, held it back, and he had to basically hold it in place for billions of years to wait for God to die. You understand how crazy that is? This is unbelievable. This is a Superman comic. This is unbelievable. And now, come to find out, Anu, the Sumerian Mesopotamian god Anu, is the god that actually passed away. That Superman had to wait for God to die so that he can save the universe. You know what I'm saying? This is unbelievable. Now, like I said to people, like you hear the story, but wait a minute, why did God die? Like how could God die? And this just goes back to the Eternals. Obviously, another movie from Mesopotamia. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Anunnaki, Sumer, Anu. And this movie, Avasham, put it out there. Said that, listen, without us, the universe is going to die. You know what I'm saying? They need stars, planets, and galaxies. So this goes back to history. Eternity needs stars, planets, and galaxies. Anu, he needed stars, planets, and galaxies. That's why he died. Because when the universe destroyed itself, Superman held it in place. So it didn't take its course. If the universe destroyed itself, it would start back over, and God would get his stars, planets, and galaxies. You know what I'm saying? But he held everything in place. God couldn't get nothing. He drained it. He basically dissolved. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing, no more energy. He just shriveled up and died. Unbelievable. He lived longer than God. You know what I'm saying? And then he broke reality, saved the ship, the Phantom ship, and the crazy thing is he had to wait billions and billions and billions and billions of years just to save his peoples. He went against God. He went against everything. He went against the whole universe. And the dimension that they was in the ship, They was only going for 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes passed in their time. And in the real time, the whole universe done ended. Earth done ended billions of years ago. And their whole timeline lasted 5 minutes in that zone. So when Superman came to grab him, it was only 5 minutes later. And Superman said, listen, don't worry about it. Whatever's out there for us, I'm going to be right here with you. I'm going to protect you. That was the only people in the universe. Unbelievable story. But this is real. Okay? Anu is the supreme god of DC. From Mesopotamia. Eternity, House of Eternity, all this. This is all one thing. Marvel and DC. Mesopotamia. Anu is the god of Marvel and DC. Superman, the Kryptonians. Superman is not even a Kryptonian. You understand? This is serious. This is a serious video. That's a fact, man. King 2, man, out of here.
Pine cone, and to study the spins and the cycles of this pineal gland. It's a little gland about the size of a pea, but it looks like a pine cone, and we call it the pineal gland, and it secretes this melanin, and it changes the melanin into hormones. These hormones stimulate action during the day. We call it serious action, serotonin. And in the evening, it makes you mellow, and this hormone is called melatonin. It makes you mellow. And the one that makes you serious during the day, we call it serotonin. So melanin controls when you're going to become a man, controls every clock in your body, controls when your eyelashes grow, when your eyebrows grow, when your teeth grow. Melanin synchronizes the rhythmicity of your system, keeps things from being in conflict, synchronizes motion, helps you dream, helps you have these thoughts that you didn't know you were going to have. Melanin does that. It's the key to everything. It's a man who showed you how this thing works. He said, these are the cycles in the body. Everything has a cycle. The tide goes out, the tide comes in.